Lajuan.
Yes.
How you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
Blessed, sister, blessed.
Yes.
You living or you surviving?
I can say for a while I was surviving to live.
Explain.
Mentally. I won't necessarily say materialistically or anything like that, but I had a lot of battles that I was going through internally.
Gotcha.
And as of now, I would say I'm living through the survival. Like, it's still hard, it gets hard, but I'm growing and I'm taking life, by storm.
For sure. I respect that. Welcome to the Integrity Response with your brother, CEO Khacki. Every individual sitting across from me doesn't believe in being typical, ordinary, or familiar. They're elite, meaning society's norms don't sit well with them. They believe in raising the bar for themselves, family, and for those they may never meet. From those in humble beginnings to those in the midst of greatness and legends who've paved the way. With a comedic edge, I will ask the questions that hold value, and I believe we'll gain insight to the real them. It's the Integrity Response. Let's take them back. At the age of 9, before rap, entrepreneurship, what did you want to be?
You know, it's crazy. I used to always say I wanted to be a divorce lawyer and a
Really?
marriage.
Wow, come on now. Really? At that early age?
I was saying it young,
Wow.
like, I want to be a lawyer. I want
Right.
to, and then it started getting specific over time.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Where did that stem from, in the sense of anybody in the family or?
I just liked giving advice.
Gotcha.
And then, I mean, shoot, this is my life at the end of the day, so I'm going to say it. My parents were separated.
Gotcha.
So I went through like the experience of being a child and having to jump from house to house type of
Gotcha.
thing. Yeah.
Understand that.
So that weighs on you, and
Definitely.
you always want to look for the solution in your problems.
Right. Gotcha.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense. That does, for
So
sure.
I tried to my career choice became the solution that I was looking for.
Gotcha. I like
Yeah.
that. So in a sense, now you're the voice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's full circle now. Like, yeah. Like,
Right.
That's dope.
Surprisingly
That's
enough, I
dope.
would have never thought this.
That's dope. Yeah, and that's something though. We're gonna get into that too. That's crazy for
Yeah.
sure, man. Let's take it back. The West Side, 9 Mile in Wyoming, Detroit, Michigan.
6.
The 6.
6
Come on now,
miles.
let's go. The 6 Mile. Come
Gotta
on
get
now.
to that.
Yeah. So, yes. What does that mean to you?
Well, I'm a Bronx baby. That's where where it started off at.
Gotcha, for sure, for sure.
That's was my first home. I mean, granted, my family was still like grew up on Schoolcraft and stuff like that,
Gotcha.
but that's where my roots
That's
are.
what's up.
Yeah.
Definitely. Any siblings?
Yes, actually, I have an older brother, and then
Okay.
I have 2 younger siblings, my
Gotcha.
step siblings.
Okay, that's what's up. Definitely, man. Y'all pretty close in age as well, or?
Yeah, honestly, yeah,
gotcha.
very close.
That's dope. What kind of kid were you?
I was an angel.
Come on now.
You would listen. I done went through my changes now. But as a
Right.
kid, my mother would tell you like I was just a joy. I was so
Gotcha.
sweet,
That's what's
everything.
up.
Yeah.
Definitely, that's dope. Dope. In high school, fill in the blank for your fans. In high school, I was known as the kid that
It got crazy.
gotcha.
I don't know if that's a good fill in the blank, but it got real.
crazy. Explain.
Well, for one, my father passed away when I was 8, actually going on 9. He died on September 16th. His birthday's the day before mine. September
Gotcha.
27th, mine is September 28th.
Okay.
So from that point on, for one, I was a daddy's girl. So
Gotcha.
it created this big shift in my life where it was like, now I have to learn how to become a young woman
Right.
and how to handle myself without that male role model in my life.
For sure.
So getting into high school, you're faced with all these different, what's the word that I want to use? Well, you're
Right.
faced with all
Yeah.
these different like challenges
Right, for
and
sure, for
phases
sure.
in life. You know, you becoming a young adult.
That's right, for sure.
People dress different.
That's
People
a fact.
sound different.
That's a
everything.
fact.
So all these things were affecting me, and then it was also like a woe is me moment. I was stuck in victim mentality.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Man, you're saying something, even the fans, the viewers are saying, hearing that, like, I was stuck in victim's mentality.
Yeah.
That caused a lot of disdain in your life going forward.
Yes.
Not going forward, but in high school.
Yeah, I didn't know how to express myself. I didn't know
Gotcha.
how to explain how I was feeling. So I always felt misunderstood when it came to getting my point across or being heard.
Gotcha. Wow. And now,
Y'all hearing me now?
Jesus. Are they? Jesus.
Yeah.
But you're saying something, but that you mentioned, losing your father at 8.
Yeah.
And through my research, I know, his name is Carl as well,
Yes.
which is dope, man.
Yeah.
Which is dope. And, named his baby girl.
Carla.
Come on, man. I love it.
Oh, y'all know my government.
Come on, that's early, right? You only go get on the integrity response. But definitely, sis. So, what type of things, did, and, that right there, could not fathom, but
Yeah.
what did that do for you in your drive currently? Because I know that motivated you on a whole nother level that.
Honestly, I'm gonna keep it real with you. It didn't turn into motivation until I started figuring out my purpose.
Gotcha.
Beforehand, it was more so like, again, I was in this victim mentality.
Gotcha.
So it was like, why me?
Yes.
And like, this is hurting me more than it's helping me.
Gotcha.
And I used to have to tell myself, just to heal, like, I didn't lose him.
Right.
If anything, he's more around me.
Right.
Because he's able to serve his purpose spiritually more than he could have physically. He can't be with me everywhere I go.
That's a fact.
Now he can.
Wow.
So.
That's a poetic way of looking at life.
Yeah.
I respect it on so many levels. That's a poetic way of thinking about things, for sure. That is major, for sure.
It's a healing journey. So people who are going through the same thing, I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus. All right, man. Let's turn, because that's a sensitive subject.
Yeah,
Family's
I'm
always
strong,
and always.
but...
That's right, sis. That's right, for sure. What was your first job? High school, college? What was your first job?
I done ran through so many.
Gotcha, right. She said, no, I'm out of here.
My first job.
And turn the mic a little bit towards
Okay.
you. Yep. This part right here. Turn this. Yep.
Okay.
There we go.
Yeah, I'm learning.
There we go. You got it. Come on.
I want to say my first job, like, just experience something. I was the score taker for my school sports teams.
Right. For sure. That's dope.
Yes. And then it graduated to a real job. So if you're referring to a real job, should I answer that?
Yeah, for sure.
I worked at a grocery store. I think it was either the grocery store or Big B Coffee. That was my first. Listen, I ran through so many.
No, but yeah. But you said, but even at the scorekeeper, that attention to detail off top had to been top notch.
I was ready to make some money.
Come on now.
So listen, you said count what? Say no more. I'd be watching.
That's real.
As of now, I don't know nothing about sports.
Gotcha, right. Gotcha. And did you play any while you were?
I did.
Gotcha. What'd you play?
Not necessarily. Well, I cheered in high school my freshman year, but before then, I played basketball. I played volleyball. I did karate.
Gotcha. Wow.
Yeah.
You're active. Wow.
Was
right.
Now I'm on stage with
gotcha.
it. So
That's it. That's right. That's a fact. That's dope. And also, you are a lash tech.
Yes.
By trade. Come on now.
Yes.
Come on. How did that transition? And why is that something you always want to do as well?
Again, I want to get that money. I want to get that money.
That's right,
and
sure.
when I started doing lashes, I was broke.
Gotcha.
Like.
Gotcha.
And I was transitioning out of college, and my freshman year was so rough.
Okay.
I didn't have no money.
Gotcha. Like the sad college dream
every kid went
through.
Every kid. And once I got home, it was like, you got to figure something out.
Gotcha.
I had my last $125, and I said, I'm about to make some shake.
Just like that.
Just like that.
Wow.
Now, granted, I did have, like, my mother was a support system on my side. So, like, if it came down to it, I'm going to my mama.
That's right.
That was the start.
Gotcha, for sure.
Yeah.
And it's called a esthetician.
Esthetician,
That's
yes.
I'm learning.
You got it.
Definitely, man. Let's get into the music.
Yes.
Did you always feel you was born for the music?
No.
Explain.
I actually had no clue like that would be a gift of mine. I never knew that I could rap. I never knew that I was like on that side of things.
Right.
I was always writing poetry.
Gotcha.
I did declamation contests, and I always wanted to be like the center of attention.
Gotcha.
Like
that correlation right there.
Yeah,
You're saying
the stars is aligning.
That's a fact.
But that was like my thing.
Gotcha.
And I took theater all throughout high school.
That's part of it too.
Never knowing though that I was going to, again, be in this position.
Right.
Yeah.
Gotcha. But then you saying that, man, that makes perfect sense. You're in theater.
Yeah.
Poetry. I'm pretty sure in a sense, you wrote a lot, whether it was a diary or anything. Like you was a writer.
What? I used to write like stories, and they used to be so outlandish, like Tubi movie outlandish.
Gotcha. Come on. Shout out to Tubi.
But no, for real. Y'all did that.
Come on now, for real. That's a fact. But that's something you...
Yeah.
But like you said, stars aligning, man, like all these gifts, because those are gifts. That ain't nothing people just
But you never realize it. You never notice that type of thing. And you know, this is like a side note, but what I have noticed is parents have to pay a lot more attention to their child.
Gotcha.
Because instead of telling a child, go to school, I mean, of course, these are the basics, go to school, get a job. But if you paid attention to your child, you would be able to nitpick the gifts that they have early on.
That's a fact.
You could create generational wealth from the beginning and you don't even know.
Don't even know. Because if we're tapped into what society wants for
the norm.
Society wants, the normies.
And we're not even made for that.
Saying something, man.
You know.
So you've been rapping since the age of?
I didn't realize that I could. Again, I was always writing poems.
Gotcha.
So, but making it like rhythmic and putting it against a beat, I didn't realize that till probably like 2018, 2019.
Gotcha. So 5 to 6 years ago.
Yeah.
When did you start taking it serious?
2022.
Gotcha. So, all right, now that's what's so, yeah.
I got to do the math.
Gotcha.
These years be flying.
What sparked that? Taking it serious?
Honestly, I gotta keep it a bean. I was being a little petty.
Gotcha.
At first.
Go ahead.
But then I realized, like, girl, you actually good.
Come on.
And everybody telling you that you good.
Come on.
And when you can listen to yourself outside of your body and be like, turn this up.
Go ahead.
Yeah, because sometimes you go through these moments, and I don't know if anybody, other artists might feel this, but sometimes it feels like it's not even you that's behind the mic when you're in that booth.
Say that.
Yeah,
that's
like it's a whole different being. So when you on your downtime, you just get to playing it. Like sometimes my music could just come through the shuffle.
Gotcha.
I'm like,
that was wow.
That was me. When I say
wow.
that, yeah.
Wow. You know what? You know what's crazy? You know, like, let me say something. This, you know, I told you off camera. You know, son of a preacher man.
Yeah.
You know, of course, I watched God use my dad my entire life. You know, you're being, in a sense, you're being used. You know, it's something out, like you say, outside of you. When you, like, you know, in the sense of, I can't recollect everything.
It is a spiritual thing.
That's a fact. It's just, we spoke off camera about that, but, you know, poet, you know, sermons, all this is aligned with who, you know.
Yeah.
That's a fact, but that's a fact. And you even spoke on, you know, while we're on that, because you are a dope, deep, introspective artist.
Thank you.
With bars and lyrics, who understands what hip hop is really about. How important is it not to be known for your music, for the clout chasing, the antics, or trying to go viral?
I would say that's an interesting question. I would say be you.
Go ahead.
Because a lot of my music is like, it may seem like very sporadic,
Gotcha.
A lot of energy, but that's how I felt.
Right.
It's an excitement. It's an adrenaline rush.
That's a fact.
So I won't necessarily say like I really pay attention to necessarily being a clout chaser. I'm just being me.
That's right. Real. That's real.
Like if, you know, necessarily being overly out there isn't my scene, then I'm not gonna do it.
Gotcha.
So it's not like I'm trying to
or not to.
You know?
Right. It's like I'm being me.
I'm just being me.
This is artistic expression.
Yeah.
Like, doesn't matter what, you know.
Exactly.
I respect that. We're going to get into that too. I want to, you know, deep dive into a lot of that too, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
Definitely.
Let me ask you,
I'm excited now.
So what drives you?
I want to be great.
Come on.
And I always have known that I was meant for something bigger than myself.
That's right.
I didn't necessarily know what it was, but when you know yourself, like, you know, you'll get into situations or you're put in scenarios and you're like, this not me.
Wow.
I'm bigger than this. I know I can do better. I know, and you might not even have it all figured out. You might not have the resources, but you know it's something more to you.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
And everybody doesn't even have that part, you know.
And I noticed that.
And you know that, like, some, you know, like, I'm not discrediting anything. This world is designed by everybody doing their part.
Yes.
Some people fight this world and, you know, are miserable in a sense of saying, you know, they're pissed that the 50 cent didn't raise, this 50 cent an hour didn't raise for the next year. And it's like, man, I've always said, I don't want to live my life.
Yes.
Like waiting on someone to value me.
That's I'm
crazy.
so happy you said that, because that's exactly how I was thinking. Like, it's nothing wrong with having a job.
That's a fact. Nothing.
Like I said, I've had 50 million.
Come on, that's right. It's a fact.
But I used to be at work, and at every job I would say to myself, like, you are putting in so much time to feed somebody else's dream, and you have your own, and why aren't you putting that same energy into yourself? You could be as big as them. They literally sat at home and built this.
That's right. Planned it out,
figured it out, executed. And instead of following your dream and, executing your own vision, you are letting someone take that energy from you.
Wow.
I can't do it. That's not what we made for.
Integrity.
Wow.
I
respect that. I love it. But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That is, but you say, like one of my favorite quotes is, you can either be great or safe. You can't be both. I love that quote.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's real. Like,
that's real.
People play it safe. All right, I need this. I need my 401k. I need, I got to get my 3% raise every year. Playing it safe. And there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
But you'll be safe for the rest of your life till you're 65. And that's the part where it's like, man, were you designed to be, this in life?
And
no, man. No.
And that's what I say. I tell people, like, we were not made for that.
Come on.
Everybody has a gift. We are not made to be stagnant or stuck in a position that is not comfortable for us.
That's a fact.
We're supposed to have abundance. We're supposed to have wealth.
Wow.
Whether it's spiritually or physically, we're supposed to have it. And I can honestly say, I don't know if I'm gonna be running over or not, but I was working at Amazon.
Right.
And when I say working there really like made it set in, I didn't want to feel like, it's never a mentality where I feel like I'm better than the next man.
Right.
But I used to just be looking down this assembly line
man, you're saying something.
I'm stopping in the middle of making a package, like, I got an idea. Let me write it down. But it's like, we are sitting there and then you looking at all these machines that they got, and these machines are working for themselves. Whoever built this.
Someone built that. Someone is sitting back literally.
And took the time to create the whole production system.
Wow.
And we are just a small fragment.
And a fragment that could be replaced within
Easily.
a year. By
Not
another
even a year,
machine.
a second. A second. Because it's a line of other people ready to come after you, and they don't care.
And they don't care. It's about getting the job done, the production done, and you feel like a small number. Like that, man, and that's, the integrity response, man. I built this platform for the greats, for the elite, for people who think like you.
Oh, I love that.
I'm telling you, like, think like you, that understand this matrix can swallow us in the hole, and like, all right, everybody on the assembly line, the world on the assembly line, who are the greats? And we watch the greats, and we know they have to battle. We know he's talking off camera, certain things, they have to battle certain things the average person doesn't.
Yeah.
And that's the part that I strive for. I know that's the part you strive for. Like, definitely. Like, I'm not. I have to tap into my potential. If not, I'll just be on the assembly line forever.
Literally, like, everybody feels like they're stuck living paycheck to paycheck, but it's not that you're stuck. You just lack faith.
Wow.
Because you don't have to do that.
Wow.
People would be like, well, what do you mean I don't have to? I have bills. I have kids. You don't have to do
it. Wow.
Your needs are always going to be provided, whether you have to go through a moment of struggle or not. It's going to happen. When I started my lash business, I knew there was going to be a moment where I had $0.
Gotcha. That's right.
And that time, for a fact, came. It actually came for a couple months.
Gotcha.
But I can honestly say it wasn't a moment. Ooh, I don't want to get teary.
Go ahead, since you saying something. Go ahead, you saying something.
It wasn't a moment where I didn't have my needs met.
Wow.
Like, I never had to be like, oh, what am I gonna eat today? Right. Granted, I still have my mom, like I said, but that's still a gift.
That's right.
That was still like a blessing to have that a lot of people don't. But what I'm saying is, regardless of your situation,
that's right.
You're always going to be okay.
That's a fact.
So follow your dreams. People say you got to work a job and you got to focus on your business. It's damn near impossible.
That's a fact. That's
you
so
have to give it your all.
Wow.
I'm sorry, I ain't trying to cry.
Sis, you are, man, this picture. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's real.
Thank you. That's why you are the artist. Mm-hmm. That's why you are the vessel, the light.
Yeah.
Someone that, not just your fans are going to be watching this interview. It's going to be people that first time hearing of you and you expressing yourself like, wow, she's bearing it all. And I'm saying, sis, like, that is that's what this world is about, man. Leaders, you're a leader, natural leader. And leaders, you know, heavy is the head that wears the crown. That's a fact. You know, you're gonna have to endure more than the average person on the assembly line because you know, in a sense, I'm not shading anything. Yeah. But the person on the assembly line is worried about clocking in, clocking out, getting that raise next year, and coming home to the family. But that's not what their mission was. You know what your mission is, and that part is what causes
that push. Yeah. Wow. That's what you need, and then it's like jobs where you'll work a job all day, and then you go home and you tired.
And then you don't want to.
You don't even want to
work on yourself.
Yeah, you know.
That's a fact. It's set up that
People
way.
don't even be having time for their family.
That's a fact.
I don't know if y'all read the Bible or not, but get into it.
Come on,
and
sis.
It literally says like this is what you're supposed to have time for.
Come on.
You're supposed to have time to pour into yourself. You're supposed to have time to spend with your family.
Right, for sure.
Anytime you're stressed and you feel like, oh, I can't do this. Oh, I don't have the time for it. You're not in alignment with what you're supposed to be doing.
Wow.
And when I started getting into that realization, I'm like, so when he say live in peace, that's exactly what he's saying. That's exactly what he's saying.
Wow. So, and the thing is, man, you know, like I often say, you know, the guy at the corner on the fruit stand, you know, we may look at him like, you know, oh man, you're not, that man set his own hours. He can have a quota at the end of the day. No, I'm not leaving until I make bop, bop, bop.
Okay.
No one's telling him when to go to lunch.
Literally.
You know what I mean? Like no one's telling him he can't stay out there till 9:30. That's success to me. Yeah. In all facets of the world, that could be that man's dream. Yeah. But he's setting his own parameters. And that's a boss.
I'm sorry, I didn't.
No, go ahead. Yeah, that's a boss.
9 out of 10, he's happy.
That's a fact.
He's happy.
That's a fact.
While we miserable, stressed, rushing. It's 9 o'clock. We gotta be clocked in at 9.
That's a fact.
10 minutes away.
10 minutes. That's no, you saying so, but that's what, and that's how, you know, that's how accidents happen on the highway. Everybody in a rush to get to a job they can't stand. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy. Yeah. But yeah, sis, what, dating back a year, let me ask you, dating back a year, what's something you learned about yourself?
I learned that I needed to work on, it's a lot of stuff I learned.
Go ahead.
Emotional intelligence.
Man, hold up. Let's both look at the camera right quick.
Yeah.
Whoa, sis.
Emotional intelligence. I had to realize that my financial habits weren't what they needed to be. Yeah.
You saying something.
And
you saying something.
Again, it was also me still growing out of that victim mentality and realizing you are the problem. And it's not just the simple, you are the problem, like, oh, I ruined all these people's lives. It's not that. It's even when you feel like you're crossed, you're the problem. And what I mean by that, because people will still be like, huh?
Take your time.
What I mean by that is, at the end of the day, it is up to us to choose wisely who we interact with, who we give our time to, what we give our time to. Wow. And we always say, like, again, going back to the jobs, oh, my manager did this. You knew you didn't want that job when you got.
You know.
You knew who your manager was in the interview.
You'll never be satisfied.
You'll never be satisfied. So you really got to get out that mindset and realize you are the guide in your life. You are controlling. I mean, you don't have full control, but you are controlling the physical.
That's a fact. That's so true. That's a fact.
So maneuver how you're supposed to maneuver, and you won't feel like everything's happening to you.
That's real. I respect that. Yeah. That's real. Now, you know, like just hearing you say that, it's 3 types of people in a job. One person that is going to build their life around that job. One person that's upset they're at that job, and the third person that's at that job is like, no, I'm just using this as leverage.
I just gotta do what I gotta do.
Just gotta do that. Get up out of here. No, that's real. Yeah. That's real. And you using your job as leverage, or you have used your jobs as leverage, and that's what it's about.
I can honestly say, like, people always tell you gotta work, but X amount of time, and make sure you put your 2 weeks in. Huh? 2 weeks? They lucky I put in a day. You ain't lucky I don't just get up out of here and walk away.
No. You don't owe them nothing.
I don't owe y'all nothing. If I got sick today and had to take 2 weeks off, you consider it not having me back.
Wow. That lets you know this is just business.
You know, do what you gotta do. Like, I I'm the type, and people will tell you.
Go ahead.
I will have a bad week money-wise, just like hustling on my own. Right. I will get a job right then and there.
Just like that.
And work 2 weeks just to make sure I'm back where I need to be.
Wow.
Y'all ain't keeping me.
Leverage. Just leverage.
Yes. But I also say don't always use jobs for the kind of money.
That's a fact.
Use it for the skill.
So true.
Use it to learn the business.
That's right, for sure.
Like, if you want to be a masseuse one day, go work at a massage parlor. Wow. Figure out how to run the business.
That's right, for sure.
And then take what you're,
That's right. Everything you learn on the
everything
day.
You learn
what to do, what not to do.
And put it into your...
it.
Yes.
Real. Apply it.
Yes.
Let me ask you this. Dating back a year, what's something you learned about those around you? Don't do it.
What's something I learned? You're not... I mean, this is common, but you're not fighting with people. You're fighting with the spirits that they're fighting that they aren't aware of.
Whoa.
So...
Say that one more. That was a bar. Whoa.
You're not fighting with people. You're fighting with the spirits that they aren't aware of, that are controlling them, or, that are working them, that they're unaware of. That's who the troubles are with.
Wow.
So you can't put everything on the individual. And I'm learning this. It's been coming up a lot, but like being fruitful.
Yes.
I'm learning that.
Gotcha.
And still a work in progress.
That's right.
I'm still a rapper, y'all.
That's right.
I don't play. But I'm learning that there's reasons for why that exists.
Exactly.
And that is the reason. Because everybody is not really in control of what they're doing.
So
it's not their fault.
Right.
Yeah.
Which leads me to this question. Fill in the blank. The older I get, the less I...
cry.
You just start to understand things.
Yeah. You start to understand things and you're like, dang, I used to trip about that. Nah, it ain't even that deep.
It ain't even that
deep. Everything comes full circle.
It's real.
So after a while, it's like, I understand why I had to go through that.
Gotcha.
I understand why I met you.
Being molded. It's to take on the bigger responsibility.
Literally. Like,
right.
People say, oh, I wasted my time in that relationship, or I wasted my time in this. It's never a waste of time.
It's never a waste of time.
Like,
so I didn't lose. I just learned. That's real.
I grew. And realistically, sometimes I have to take myself out of the situation. I have to be like, if I never experienced that, how else would I have experienced that?
Right.
To grow.
It could have been worse, could have been better. But you never know. That's who you are. That's why the lyrics are the way they are. That's why the vision is the way it is.
Yeah. Like, I needed that.
Needed that. Mm-hmm. I needed that.
Yeah.
You left or right-handed?
I'm right-handed.
Ask every guest that. Your fans would have never known that. So let me ask you this. You mentioned in the interview that you're a weirdo.
Yeah. I do some weird stuff. I ain't gonna lie.
I am too. But let me ask you this. Do you feel as a human you're misunderstood?
Yes.
Me too.
Yes.
Me too.
I was gonna think about it and say, like, I used to be. No, I still am.
That's real. What do you want from me?
It is what it is.
That's real. Let me ask you, in the studio, what's that one or two things you have to have with you when you record?
Some food.
Come on now.
I love to eat.
What?
So it could be a snack.
Gotcha.
Something.
Right.
Something. I need to ingest something.
That's real. Gotcha.
But that's really it. As long as I got my phone.
Gotcha.
Something to eat, I think I'm straight.
Right.
Yeah.
And you're a writer.
Yes.
You don't play about that craft. You write.
Yes.
You don't, in the sense of, it's a hype. Not saying, let me stop that. It's not a hype, but some people use it as, pad or pencil. I don't write. Wordsmith bars. 75% of the time, it requires thought-provoking messages coming from the temple. And with no time limit, so why do you pride yourself on being a wordsmith, a lyricist, a writer?
I would say it's the same thing as like going to give a speech.
Wow.
Or excuse me, going into an interview or something like that, you're preparing before you go into these settings to make sure you deliver the message.
That's right.
You're understood.
That's right.
And you get what you accomplish the goal. Whatever the mission is, you accomplish it. So why wouldn't I write?
Gotcha.
Why wouldn't I put my energy and my mind into like really being creative?
Wow.
Cause it's every blue moon you could be a freestyler all the time,
real,
but have you ever been in an argument and you like say a bunch of stuff and then you go back and be like, damn, I should have said this.
I love it.
That's the same thing. That's why I write.
That's right.
I can make sure I ain't going back saying that.
Preparation.
You know?
Sis, could you imagine if I came in this interview like, okay, all right, from sunny Los Angeles, huh?
We would have been sitting here doing a lot of
It would have been a lot of You would have not known. You got to prepare.
You know?
That's a fact. That's so true. So true, sis.
So then it's like, when you have a skill, you have to develop it. That's and that's how you like give thanks for that skill. The more you pour into it and you fester it, you polish it up.
Right, that's right.
The same thing as like having a home.
That's real.
The nicer you make it, the more comfortable it is. It becomes more of a home.
Wow.
Why not treat my gift the same way? That's how I grow.
Respect that.
So,
respect that. That's what's up. Fill in the blank. My day wouldn't be the same without.
Ooh, my day wouldn't be the same without. That's a good one.
That's a good one, right? That is a good one.
I would say my day wouldn't be the same without intention.
Wow. Wow.
Thanking God.
Come on.
Because I got breath.
Come on now. That's right.
So I
That's
got
right.
purpose.
Respect.
And making sure I look cute.
Come on now.
I love looking good, y'all.
I love that. That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope. What is your proudest accomplishment in this music thus far?
Meeting people.
That's what's the network.
Yeah, the networking, like being able to connect with different individuals that are like-minded, that are creative, that have their own visions, and they have advice for me.
That's right.
And I get a lot of help. Like, I can't do what I'm doing without the people who dip their hands in some way, shape, or form.
That's a fact. They say, show me what's the quote? Show me a vision that doesn't involve a lot of people. I show you a small dream. Yeah. And it's real. A big dream requires a lot of people. Yeah. That's a fact. That's so true.
Like every single person that I've come across holds some type of value in my journey.
Wow.
Like literally. And I don't, like I mentioned it before, I literally have in my notes, a list of people. And one of them will probably be like, what you got me on this list for? But it's because you did something that you didn't realize helped me.
Wow.
Yeah. Like,
where do you get that humbleness from?
Being humble.
Just
being humble.
And sis, I'm gonna get into that too. We got some things to discuss.
I be shooting.
We're gonna get into that too. We are going to get into that too.
Yeah.
What is the most introspective song you've written so far?
I did a freestyle called God Said.
Okay.
And it's not like out, just like dropped, but I dropped it on a platform as like a cipher.
Exactly. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And I would say that because it was really like how I felt at the time. It was kind of like my growing pains.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But my writing skill, I can honestly say I started getting very much surface level because of all the people who had an input on what I was doing.
Right, for sure.
And I'm getting back on the level of having substance.
Gotcha. Yeah. And I heard that in an interview as well. You're like, I have to, like, in a sense, I have to feed my people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And
like,
not even feed my people, but feed myself. Like, it's for one, it's power of the tongue.
That's a fact.
And for two, what you produce is what's coming from inside of you. Right. And somebody has to hear this. And somebody has to feel what I'm feeling.
Wow. So
if all I'm feeling is nothing,
gotcha,
you're bound to feel the same way.
Thing. And it's hard. It's hard to feel nothing when you write, though. Right? It's like
but we also, dang, I can't say certain stuff because I don't want to I want my features in the future. But it's some lyrics that are just so like, where was we going with this? Like, it didn't have any seasoning.
Gotcha. Sometime every now and then you need a Dumb and Dumber though, right?
You do.
Right?
You do. Cause them get ate up.
That's
and
a fact.
That money coming in. You know, that's how you eat.
That's
but
a fact.
It's also like people still want to know who you are.
Right.
So I don't want to limit my creativity, and then it's almost like not reading books for a long amount of time.
Gotcha.
Your knowledge isn't expanding. I feel like when you are being creative and you're getting better at writing and you have more to say,
right,
you get even better.
Wow.
And yeah,
and you even dates back to you saying about, you know, certain things you've been through. I have to go through that.
Yeah.
Then I have this to write about.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Not to write about, but I'm saying that experience drawn from that.
Yeah.
Drawn from that, for sure. Gotcha.
Yeah, like I'm a mood writer. People be like, I know some people can just get in a vibe and be able to write. Right. I don't have to, but I'm better writing based on my mood.
Gotcha. Do you take voice memos?
Sometimes.
Just like sporadic, but not just...
Yeah, like, it's like sporadic. If I really feel like I needed to do something right then and there, but I have my phone with me all the time, so I just write something real quick. Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Who in this world knows you the best?
God. I don't really know nobody. Like, I could say my mom, but she doesn't know me all the way. Like, nobody really knows. Nobody really knows.
That's a fact.
Like, I don't even know me fully.
Because you're still transitioning,
you know,
growing.
I'm still finding
myself. That's real.
Nobody.
From Detroit, how does where you live affect your career?
It gets real.
Gotcha.
You know, like, I would say, I hate the way it is, but from what I've learned, it's everywhere. Mm-hmm. Your city, your hometown never really supports you right away. They want to see, what can you do? How can you show that you're important?
Right. That's true, though.
Yeah, beforehand, when you in that grinding phase and you just figuring it out, it's like, we don't know.
Right.
We don't know if we want to support that yet.
Let's go, you know, the old expression.
We gonna keep your eye on you.
Right, right. Got to get away to make a way. Mm-hmm. And some people don't respect it when it's so close to you.
Yeah.
They don't respect it when it's close to you. That's a fact.
Yeah, and a lot of people, they think they got an eye for a star.
Gotcha.
And that's not all the time. Like, not everybody's meant to see your value, which is a plus.
But a plus. It's like, you got to make someone a believer in a sense.
You know, and not only that, it keeps the wolves from around you. Because if they can't see your value, then you're not worthy of anything to them. So you just, disregarded the obstacle.
Gotcha.
Pushed it to the side. But it's a very much get in where you fit in if you fit in type of crowd.
Gotcha. Mm-hmm. And because you do come back and forth to Atlanta.
Yes.
What is it like in Atlanta when you do touch down?
Support.
Gotcha.
It's support. It's love. It's genuine. It's help. It's opportunity.
Right.
That I don't have to necessarily fight for.
Gotcha.
It's like when you want people to see you, Atlanta, I feel like, I don't even want to say Atlanta because the people that I meet are not the city that they're from. They are the individual.
But go ahead, you're saying something.
But
you're saying
they
something.
see me as even if they don't see me, they see me as an artist.
That's
and they see like my craft and they respect it.
That's a fact.
And I love that.
That's real. And it's crazy you said it because Atlanta is the melting pot.
Yeah. A
lot of like-minded individuals come to Atlanta.
Yeah.
They have the same goals. Like, they leave from certain cities and Atlanta is Atlanta, but man, one thing we do is support.
Yes.
I mean, I had 2K Zoo in here, artist, man. He was like, he came from, I'm sorry, let me make sure I say it right. But he's Midwest like you as well. Mm-hmm. And I believe Dayton, Ohio.
Okay.
It's, you're just saying, man, the support down here is just different. It's just different. But yeah, it is for sure.
And what's crazy is in the city, they'll try to talk you out of coming down here. You're going to go down here and do what? What plan? Everybody try to go down there.
Wow.
They sure do. But my plan ain't everybody else's plan, so I'ma go. And if I catch an L or it don't work, I'ma learn that lesson on my own. You ain't about to push me out of it.
Speaking of being perfect transition, YCHM. You can't humble me.
Flat out.
Integrity.
You said another lame ass nigga trying to humble me. As a female rap artist in an industry full of men, does that draw insecurity from those you date or have dated?
Yes. I won't even necessarily say insecurities because who knows what it is.
Gotcha.
But I have dealt with a lot of people telling me what I can't do, who I am, who I should be, and I've dealt with being belittled.
Gotcha.
Things thrown in my face.
Wow.
Like I would be struggling and then it would be, that's why you going through this and that's why you da-da-da-da. Like I've dealt with so many shots.
Gotcha.
And it's like you either let it beat you down or you take it and be like, okay, I am that. That might be true. But I'ma still do this.
Gotcha. How does that, like, cause you as an MC, as a lyricist, as a woman in this game, predominantly 92% men, how do you battle through, even not in relationships, through the men who want to feature, the men who want to collab, the men who want to, how do you battle that? Because I know it could become like, wait a minute, what is going on?
Yeah, what we doing here?
Absolutely.
Intuition.
Gotcha.
And run me that money.
Oh, she's good.
Because that money gonna tell me if you playing or not.
That's real, sis. That's real.
Yeah, and you hate to be that way, but at the end of the day, it's business.
It's business.
Yeah,
That's a fact.
And I don't know if I can make a drug reference. I used to sell weed, but
Gotcha. Right.
a dope man ain't giving you no dope for free.
Wow.
That's how he make a living. So if you see this is my grind and this is what I want to be my living, you gonna pay for it.
Wow. Yeah. Why not? You came to me with...
Okay, and then when I come to the studio, you gonna have every wood rolled up, everything.
Go ahead.
Oh, you pay him for that?
You said... I'm looking in the camera.
So what's up?
Wow, that's real. That's real. I respect that.
He thought that wood was gonna get me out my drawers.
Let me ask you, sis, in your track title, T Up.
Yes.
You said, can't fuck with a broke nigga. They project that shit on me.
Flat out.
Okay. All right. I've been that guy. All right.
Listen, I've been that girl. So like I ain't judging.
But that was a bar. That was a bar on both ends. Like, we put back to insecurities. It can be projected on. That's a fact. It's like with Georgia Power, what Georgia Power do, what the water do when you ain't got this money for this, can't take your date out to this, man. That you do project that insecurity.
You start getting angry.
That's a fact.
You upset, and granted, I try to, again, I don't want to say dumb my lyrics down, but realistically, we deal with that through life. Who you surround yourself with is going to be what's the word? Who you surround yourself with matters. I'll say that.
Right, like a testimony to who you are.
Yeah. Like if everybody around you ain't on nothing and ain't been on nothing, you bound to not be on nothing either.
Wow.
Cause it pours like
that's a fact.
That's
so
that
true.
becomes who you are.
That's a
so
fact.
If I'm with a man and he ain't got no ambition,
come on,
he ain't got nothing going,
come on,
he don't want nothing for himself.
Wow.
What do I have to look towards?
Wow.
I'm looking towards me, and as a woman, I'm also looking towards us because I'm a nurturer.
That's right.
So now I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna help you. What application can I fill out for you?
Gotcha.
How can I do your homework?
Wow.
Now we both losing.
Integrity.
Wow.
Just two brokies.
What a dream.
No.
What a dream. But no, that's real. And why were you on? No. I said no. Is it better to be loved or respected?
I think it's better to be loved. 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 I think it's better to be lov I like that.
Go ahead.
But I got a little twist. Oh, they gonna be like, she swears she deep. But I feel like when you genuinely love someone, the respect just flows.
Go ahead.
Like, and y'all, I'm learning.
Gotcha.
But I'm gonna put it on the flow.
Come on.
I was telling a family member this, just in regards to like his dating life. If a girl believes in God, that's who she is aiming to fulfill and please.
Real.
And the laws to fulfill him are love, respect,
That's
and
right. Come
all
on.
these other things.
That's a fact.
So if that's who she's aiming to fulfill and she goes and she pours into the next person, it's going to flow that
That's
same
a fact.
way. So I won't say I'd rather choose between love or respect. I want both. I'm greedy.
Respect. Come on now.
Run it.
That's right.
Don't just respect me,
Don't respect
love me.
Don't just love me, respect.
But okay.
That's a fact.
2 in 1. But I get what people are going when
Of
they say
course, of
respect
course.
or love. No, because if you disrespect me, you don't love me. And if you respect me, and how can I put it?
No, go ahead. Yeah,
If you respect me, 9 times out of 10, it's some type of love there.
That's right.
That's just how I feel.
Right.
Like, if you have enough respect to not hurt me,
Gotcha.
that's enough love for me.
Right.
So I feel like it's go hand in hand.
Gotcha. Respect that. That's dope. That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah.
For your fans, outside of
I don't say
music,
fans.
Oh, I know you don't. You say supporters.
Supporters.
I do my research, right? I should have known that, right?
I don't say fans. We ain't no fans around here.
Come on now. No entitlement.
Yeah.
For your supporters. What is that one thing they will be thrilled to know you do outside of music? Like, I didn't know, besides the, esthetician. What's that one thing they be like, I didn't know she does that. What's that one thing?
Dang, I don't know. I mean, I like trying different stuff all the time. I do food reviews. That's
Gotcha.
kind of random.
Okay, gotcha.
But I was talking about this earlier. They're gonna be tired of me. I love to eat.
Gotcha, right.
I love to
You're
eat.
a foodie. You're
I'm a foodie. Like,
that's what's up.
obsessed.
Gotcha.
So I do like drop food reviews here and there.
Gotcha. When you come to Atlanta, do you actually, seek out certain places to eat while you're here?
I haven't had the chance to yet.
Gotcha.
Necessarily. I have had the Golden Corral down here.
Come on now.
Earlier.
But
I don't know if I can shout my friend out. I don't know if he want people to know where he working, but
is there anything comparison in Detroit, with Golden Corral?
we have one up there, but it's just not the same.
It's not
like
the same.
Golden Corral
Gotcha.
is, it's still a franchise, so it's
Fact.
not like a super
Right.
exclusive.
Exactly. It's
but
not, for sure.
I haven't necessarily came down here and just tried the food
Gotcha.
specifically.
I got to put you onto a few after this interview for sure. For sure. Sure. Since you like, Golden Corral is more of the American, not really soul food, but general.
Yeah.
I got some spots that top that.
Oh, okay.
Top that.
Oh.
Fact.
Oh, you got me.
Man, says if you could open for any artist in this game right now, it doesn't matter, ticket sales, nothing. Like your personal favorite artist, who would you open for?
Dang, can I say more than one?
Of course you can.
Okay, well, Glorilla,
Gotcha. Come
Lady
on.
London,
Come on.
Mona Leo,
Gotcha.
and Nicki Minaj,
Come
of
on.
course.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna get her that.
You gotta give it that.
Girl, don't fight me
blame it,
when I blow up.
Right. I saw that interview. Girl.
I seen that.
Right. You put me last.
You
right
know?
That's
But,
real. Definitely.
Yeah, I still feel like I'm missing one more, but that's who came off the
Gotcha.
phone, so I'm
That's
go with
real.
it.
That's the Mount Rushmore. That's the 4.
Yeah.
Gotcha. When you were a kid growing up, who did you always want to go see?
Nobody.
You was just.
I don't like concerts.
I know why you don't.
Why?
I know why you don't. We'll look. Off camera, we'll talk about
Artist.
that. For real, sis, for real. I know why you don't.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this.
Can't.
Yeah, I do know what you're saying. Trust me. We'll speak on that. I really want to know why, but I think I do know.
Okay.
Gotcha. One fast food restaurant the rest of your life. Where do you go? Can't eat anywhere else in this world. You got to eat there the rest of your life. Where do you go?
Fast food?
Fast food. And it could be up to, your Chipotle's or but it has to be non-cooked home food.
Chipotle do have my heart.
Come on now. Man, likewise.
Oh, Chick-fil-A?
Chick-fil-A. Gotcha.
Yeah.
You would never want a burger.
I never went. I can go without a burger.
You can go without a burger?
I can go without a burger.
Waffle fries and Chick-fil-A and the nuggets.
But,
Come on.
I'm throwing down.
Right.
That sweet tea.
Come on now. It's real. It's real. Let me ask you, for your supporters, one place in the world that you would travel for 1 week, all inclusive, everything paid for, where do you go?
1 week, all inclusive? Dang, Atlanta.
Atlanta, come on.
I mean, I know people want to say, like, the big stuff. Of course, I want to go to Bali. Of course, I want to go to Jamaica and stuff like that. But if my opportunities are here,
man, sis, you saying
I'm
something.
here faithfully.
You saying something.
And all inclusive, that's awesome.
Come on. That's dope. Yeah, right. We go right.
I'm here.
Respect. That's dope. That's dope. So you really are passionate about everything you do, for real.
Yeah.
Like, you really, really want this.
I want to be great. I don't care what way the road take me. I want to be great. I say to people, like, even if I look later down the line and rap isn't the thing, but if I find something else within rap, because like I said, I used to be in theater and stuff and all that stuff. I never knew rap would come out of it. So I'm just following the path that's being handed to me.
Wow.
And I'm enjoying it and I love it. And if I grow with it, that's great. But I don't make it my soul. Like, it's I don't make it my identity for real, for real.
I
like,
know what you're saying.
You know, I don't put all of it like, oh, it gotta be.
Yes.
I want what God wants for me.
Come on, sis. It's real.
So if this turn into me being a manager for artists, or if this turns into me owning a label, whatever comes from it, I'm down for it.
That's real.
But I'm having fun.
But that's real. But you know, while you were saying that, I was thinking of Nick Cannon.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
It's like, look at this guy. This guy has done everything in the world of entertainment. Everything.
Soulja Boy.
That's a fact. It's like,
People
man, don't stop. It just keeps, it just keeps going into a different realm.
People don't realize Soulja Boy is, besides music, he got a whole.
That's a fact. Something else people don't even
don't even know about.
Long money.
Long money. When the last time Soulja Boy that made his own rap?
That's a fact.
He right.
That's a
but
fact.
His own rap?
That's a fact.
Like,
that's a fact.
I'm down for the ride.
Right. No, but you know it's bigger than.
It's bigger.
Back to the beginning, that production line. Mm-hmm. You know it's bigger than that production line.
It's bigger.
Wow.
It gets bigger. I can see rap going all the way, but I still think it's something more.
That's right. Right.
Yeah.
You know what? In a sense, Jay-Z didn't make the billions off of the rap. You know what I'm saying? Like, the billions came off everything that rap provided for.
And realistically, no shade, but it be a lot of artists that we think should be up here. And then finances is really, oh, you my neighbor? So.
You on the production line with it?
You just work as a supervisor. Okay.
No, that's real.
Do your thing then.
That's
so
real.
like,
that's real though.
It don't end here.
You're right, it don't end here.
Yeah.
I respect that. Respect that. Having more time or money, which one means more to you?
Time. The more time I have, the more money that can be made.
Bar. Respect that.
But who knows?
Go ahead.
We chasing the money to free up the time. So
that's why I love that question. I love that question though. Like,
you got me. It's like we on a court.
It's crossover. Right?
Yeah.
No, for real. That's real.
Yeah.
When it's all said and done, what is your legacy?
Oh, I'm still molding it. I'm still molding my legacy. Like, I know what I want to leave behind. I know my overall message, but I'm still forming it. Gotcha. Like, it's almost like being a teacher. I can't necessarily teach you something until I go through it. And I see what it is on the end of it all. So I'm still putting the puzzle together.
Right. I respect that. Respect that. With $50 million in your bank account tomorrow morning, what changes about you?
What's my name? Y'all thought y'all knew me. You don't know me no more. My ability to help people and really pursue like all the goals that I have. Because obviously being music or just being an esthetician isn't my end goals. Right. I mean, granted, God laughs at our plans, but I do have plans.
That's right. That's right.
And I want to be able to pour into everybody else just as much as I want to pour into myself. Yeah.
One of my favorite quotes, you want a fulfilling life, give.
Yeah.
Love that quote.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
People don't be real. Like, I understand when people, side note, people be like out, they might see a homeless person, they like, I ain't about to get another dollar. They about to go shoot up with it or something. Give it.
Sis, do your part. What they do with theirs is
it's on them.
Do your part. Don't stop trying to control everything.
Literally.
I respect that. That's how I am. That's how I am. I don't, it's when it's out of my hands, I've done my job, and it's like I was blessed to even have that. Give. Yeah. That's real.
And I actually experienced a part of that lesson when I missed my flight.
Gotcha.
Because I had to buy another one.
Gotcha.
And I was like, dang, I just wasted that money and But I feel like those type of situations come up so your attachment isn't there.
Gotcha.
My dad used to always say money is no object. And I never understood what that meant.
Wow.
And now it's like, I get it. Give.
Wow.
Don't guard it with your life.
Your life.
That's a fact. Like,
that's a fact.
Let it go. It's gonna come back. And the more you have that energy and you put that out there and you let it flow, that's exactly what it's gonna do.
Wow. So, my dad said something, this was 2018. I can never forget him saying it. Mm-hmm. It's just paper. It's just paper.
That, the tone and everything.
Right. It's just paper.
Yeah.
Man, I live by that. It's just paper.
Yeah.
Man, we just like you said, we safeguard it, hold it so tight. Like, man, it's one of them things, man.
Yeah.
I respect that.
Seeing on another podcast, they were like, save. And I'm like, it's not logical. It's actually not even in the Bible to just hold on to your money. And
man,
on this music journey, because I try to tell other artists, because they're always like, how do you end up in these situations and in these places? And I'm like, well, that ain't got nothing to do with me.
Go ahead, sis.
That ain't got nothing to do with me. But
that's a fact.
I've realized it'll be times where I'm like, God, you want me to go here, you want me to do this, you want me to do this, but my funds is tied up right now. I got bills to pay, and then I might have to spend the money or whatever.
That's right.
And I look back up again, and it's like, dang, I forgot I done spent it. I done made it back already. It's like, girl, you did all that tripping, stressing, worrying, just to have it right back.
Wow.
And now you don't even care.
Now you don't even care because it's just paper.
It's
real. It's just real. It don't even. Wow.
Literally, you gonna always be good. People don't realize
when
you're going to always be good.
You said that at the beginning of the interview, I have my needs.
Okay? And people be thinking because society beats us up.
That's a fact.
And we feel like we gotta have the cars and we gotta have the shoes and we gotta have the clothes.
Wow.
You don't need any of that.
Wow.
You get what God gave you.
Come on, sis.
And let him do his thing.
That's right.
Because in a minute, you ain't gonna never have to question none of that.
Come on. That's a fact. That's a fact.
Chill.
Wow. Chill.
Okay? Relax. Go with the flow.
That's right, sis. That's right.
Don't let none of what's around you get in your head.
Gotcha.
I had to figure that out myself. Don't let outside world affect your growth.
Gotcha.
Just ride.
Where do you get, we spoke on, where do you get that sense of just because, sis, you really, and even in your interviews, you said, no, queen, no, this is king. I represent myself that way. Where do you get that from, that thought process of I am me?
You gotta go through stuff.
Come on, sis.
You got to, you can walk outside and wear a smile on your face every day and push forward, but people don't know, behind closed doors, you gotta go through. It's the same thing as when people compare themselves to somebody else. And they're like, dang, they got the house, they got the car. Yeah. But you ain't know the days that they was pouring their eyes out, stressing.
Come on.
They couldn't pay their bills.
That's a fact.
It's real stuff that goes on behind the scenes that make you who you are.
That's a fact.
To be able to come on platforms like this and be like, yeah, be humble.
Yeah, right. No, but this is that's why I love artists.
Yeah.
You guys are the most vulnerable species in the world.
Yeah.
you are landing on the line, you know, for people to hear.
Yeah.
Music is an expression of life. You know, you guys are landing on the line like, okay, I don't care about what that 14-year-old in Germany says. I don't care about what that, you know, 17-year-old in Tokyo, the 16-year-old in Africa. I'm going to put it out and it won't return void. That is a message you're giving to the world. Like, and that's powerful. Yeah. Powerful. It doesn't matter if it's one listener, 100, 1,000, 1 million, 10 billion. It doesn't, you know, it doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. And that's why I respect what y'all do, man. Like, cause y'all gift, like, you know, through everything I'm listening to, I'm like, I'm a fan. You gotta know, I'm a fan.
You're not a fan.
Support.
But no, for real, like,
yes, it's for real.
And then it goes back to what you were saying, like what motivates me and how everything's coming to me too. Like when I was getting started with the music and everything, I had to say to myself, like, if I didn't have no money, if I was about to clock out later on or tomorrow, what is one thing that I would at least want to have out in this world? And that's my music.
Wow.
Like my people will always be able to go back and play my music. Like I can't go with no money. So what I'm gonna say? Oh, y'all can't have clothes that y'all can't fit.
You just said something that was so poetic. They can have my music.
Yeah. They're gonna always be able to play it. They always gonna be able to go back and hear me. And anybody else who might run across it and get the message, they might be able to, you know, fulfill whatever they feeling at the time.
Wow.
It might be a word for them. So if I can't leave here with anything, I would at least be able to have that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Respect.
No.
Respect. That's dope. That was yeah.
It gives you like
that's
it adds.
That's legacy. That's legacy. And
I ain't even think of it like that.
That's legacy. That's what everybody's not willing to put on that. Like, no, I'm leaving a legacy. And you know, Basquiat, the painter. You know, they didn't respect it until he was gone. You know, now his paintings sell for, you know, no less than $2 million a painting. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of people that pass away. Pop
real.
Smoke.
That's
and
a fact.
People, it's like artists you wouldn't even hear of, and then they go and they music blow up. Doing numbers. But guess what they left? That music.
Legacy in that music.
That music.
It's real. That's real. What's that one message you want to give to your supporters? I love it. I love it. Put me in my place. What's that one message you're gonna leave for your supporters before we get out of here?
Trust yourself. Trust yourself. And know who you are. And if you don't know who you are and you need to find yourself and you need to find your purpose, then you need to find a source.
Wow.
I'm not gonna tell you who your source need to be because we ain't gonna force that.
Gotcha.
But you have to find what it is that created you, because that's the only answer to who you are.
That's a fact.
And everything else will follow. And don't worry. It's easier said than done. Don't worry.
Easier said than done, but don't worry.
You got this.
You got it.
That sounds like a parent, but you got this. You're like, for real.
Respect.
Yeah.
Respect. As a tradition on the integrity response, if you could reach into that bowl and grab one fortune cookie. Right. Right.
We ain't even here for that.
Yes. And if you can read it out to your supporters.
Ooh, I want to be loud on the
Oh, you good. You good.
Okay.
We love that sensation. That's a good sensation. That feels good. It feels
Little
good.
ASMR.
Oh, yeah. Good night. Good night. It's been great on the television.
All right, let's see. I ain't gonna smack in y'all ear now. Okay. It says, people forget how fast you did a job, but they remember how well you did it.
Wow. Legacy. No,
They ate.
For real.
I gotta reread it.
Wow. Come one more time.
People forget how fast you did a job, but they remember how well you did it.
Wow.
We done talked about jobs and everything.
Wow.
See, that's that alignment.
That's a fact.
Listen.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Come on now.
They did that.
You know. Okay, Lajuan.
I'm stuck on it now.
Right. I'm getting that tatted. I'm getting that tatted right.
Who made these?
That's right.
They in here?
No,
No, go ahead. I'm playing.
She ain't playing. Who's on my shit? But no, sis, Lajuan, it's been a pleasure.
Thank you so much.
The Integrity Response. I appreciate you. This is the first of many. I cannot wait to have you back on the podcast. You are a gift of this world, man. You have so much to give to this world. We appreciate you.
I appreciate you.
Definitely, sis. Definitely. Man, the Integrity Response, we are signing out.